Greetings, fantastic people, and people who are soon to become fantastic. As I talk to you high above my perch on St. Merit Basha Boulevard, across from the Cairo Museum, and above the beautiful sounds of horns knocking, which are basically 24 hours a day. My second to last day in Cairo. It's been fantastic. Fantastic people, seen fantastic places. But it's time to move on. You know, I'm sure I could spend 2 more weeks here and still explore, but if you've been following the channel, I've seen the zoo, interviewed the director, I've been to the pyramids, and Saqqara pyramids, and Ramses' place in Memphis, high atop the Citadel, lots of fantastic stuff. Brought you to places no one has ever seen, no tourist has ever seen before. The back streets of some of the poorest areas in Cairo. Just recently visited the Beverly Hills of Cairo, El Tamarack Island. Lots of great stuff. I've been delaying the show to leave at Cairo because I had to buy more pins. You know my little pin that everyone loves? Given out 3,000 of these so far. Everyone loves the pin. And the bee, as you all know, represent pollinating positivity. Bees pollinate flowers. Some say it's the most important insect on the planet. And we must pollinate positivity. So, as you've been watching these videos daily for the last 221 days, or actually further than that, but I've been on the road 221 days, I try to bring you the sights and sounds of the world, because sometimes you can't travel. Some people can't travel. Some people can't afford to travel. So I'm bringing you the sights and sounds of the world for your enjoyment, trying to instill upon these videos some advice at times, sometimes some motivation, sometimes some humor. I do things just for fun. Like the burger challenge, that's just for humor. Don't take it serious. You can't take life serious. But as a philosopher, I talk to a lot of young people. And I remind old people of a lot of things that they forgot. But one of the things I want to explain today from my adventure yesterday, 4.5-hour Uber ride, the longest Uber ride that guy's ever had in 5 years. He didn't know this place existed. It's called, in English, it's called the Cave Church. And you can't find it on Google Maps because that's not really the name. They listed very close by here. It's actually near the Citadel. So it was a 4.5-hour trek with him. He spoke English, which was great, obviously. But it was the second day trying to find the place. And it was really worth finding. It was a jewel of a place. You had to travel through probably one of the poorest areas in all the world. It's called Garbage City. And I was told all drivers, Uber drivers or taxi drivers who know about it will go there. Because you do have to drive through Garbage City. And it's an experience of a lifetime. You should really watch that video. But as I indoctrinated him into being a fantastic person, he's got 4 kids, a wife, he's got some worries and some stresses. So I gave him a lot of counseling. One of the important things I told him, and I tell a lot of people is, and it's one of my sayings, is the more you know, the easier your life is. The more valuable you are to others. I really have a hard time saying valuable. The more valuable you are to others. So I know a lot of different things, so I'm kind of valuable to a lot of people. To go to Ukraine as an international courier, I was valuable to the people that hired me. So, and I know a lot of things about a lot of different things, so my life is easy. So I told him, and I tell a lot of people, learn as much as you can. Because when you know a bunch of stuff, life is easy. So here's an example. He now knows how to get to the Cave Church without spending 4 hours. He'll get there in 20 minutes now because he knows where it's at. So now he has more knowledge. So his life's easier if he wants to bring someone there. And he can make more money because it's a fantastic place to bring a tourist who doesn't know that place exists. We asked 20 people yesterday where the Cave Church was, and no one knew. Well, of course, it was probably the wrong name at any rate, but we finally got there, and you've got to watch the videos. I did 2 videos. Well, I'm still doing it. I'm editing. One is this is the pictures, and I describe what's going on. The other one is a video. So I've been doing a lot of just photographing because it's a lot easier to upload photographs. And it's like dial-up here in Egypt, in Cairo. So just wanted to, I wanted y'all to know that a lot of times it's just for fun, this show. A lot of times it's for motivation. A lot of times it's for education. But it's thousands of videos that you can get something out of. And now we've categorized them on BeFantasticToday.com, where if you just want to watch my interviews or my speeches or the amusements that I pay for to film, Cairo Museum, the Zoo, Citadel, in America, dozens and dozens of them, from Mount Rushmore to Yellowstone Park to Ferris rides to museums and zoos, lots of great stuff. And I'm doing it at a great expense and a great time for you to make your life more enjoyable. It's my gift to the world to introduce the Be Fantastic movement. So I've got my webmaster helping me out with introductions to the cities now I'm going to be going to maybe speak to a school or a group that would like to hear a message of positivity, a message of encouragement and kindness. Because the Be Fantastic movement it's a kindness movement. Because the number one rule is to be kind to yourself. The second rule is to be kind to others. And be kind to the environment. And don't say the word good anymore. Say the word fantastic. Words matter. Words matter. Watch what happens. Watch my testimonials if you don't believe me. The shopkeeper, he now says fantastic day when someone walks in. And he said it on tape yesterday. People buy more and more and more and more because it makes people feel fantastic, the word. And I now have about 50 ambassadors in Egypt. There's so many kind people in Egypt. This is really a fantastic country. Egypt doesn't need me as much as Ukraine needed me. There's a lot of countries that need me, and a lot of people that need me. Not me, my advice about being kind. It's just a simple message. I'm a simple guy with a simple message that found it in his life to go on a journey to make the world a better place, one person at a time. And hopefully one day it'll spread, and we'll have groups, people spreading the message. Be kind to one another. Be kind to yourself first. Be kind to the environment, and be fantastic. Thanks for watching, and the next stop is Sharm El Sheikh. We're going to go to the ocean and hit the water. And I've had enough horn honking. A couple of weeks of horn honking in Cairo is quite enough. It's a fantastic city. The people are fantastic. I've had a fantastic time. Food is fantastic. But it's time to move on. The beer is fantastic. Stella beer. The horns are... See, don't let things upset you that you can't control. I can't control the horn honking. So I'm going to enjoy the horn honking. They all have different pitches and different lengths, and there's different styles of horn honking. Oh, by the way, one last thing. I talked to the driver last night when it got dark and we finally came home. And I said, why aren't people using their headlights? Most people don't use their headlights. Most motorcycles don't. He says it's rude. It might get in the other guy's eyes. He literally said it was rude to use your lights. They don't use seat belts. They don't care about lanes. Yesterday there was 7 lanes. There's none marked. They're just within inches of each other. A bus hit us yesterday, and the guy said, sorry. That was it. He literally rocked the car, hit the back panel of the car. It was amazing. I go, so there's probably no insurance, I guess. Another thing I found out, there's police everywhere. They're the badass police in armor and machine guns, and then there's the guys in just white that carry a gun, and there's people, I think, that don't carry a gun. They all work for free. But they don't have to pay rent. They don't have to pay for food. They don't have to pay for tires on their car or oil changes. Everything is free, and you have to give it to them, or you get in big trouble if you're a business. So they eat for free. Everything's free, but they don't get paid by the government to be guards and to be policemen. Thought that was fantastic to learn. So I'm learning. I'm sharing. Hope you're enjoying it. Thanks for watching, everybody. Be fantastic. One more day of this. I got a couple uploads. Tomorrow I'll do a closing. The last day in Cairo, and I'm off to the beach. See you there. Bye-bye.